What is going on? How's it going, everyone? My name is Grizzy, and I am here to give you one of my first few impressions of the Airbus H-145. Now, this is an aircraft that is about $42. You cannot buy it from the marketplace of Microsoft Flight Simulator, though you have to go to the direct website from the developers. Not a big deal, though it is one hell of an aircraft, I'll say that. As you can see, this isn't a default livery that you buy or that you get with the aircraft, and it's one of three. Another one is a gold livery, the third one is a black, white, and a bit of gray, and I just for some reason find this one very sleek, very good looking. Now look at that exhaust. Oof. Look at that rotor. That looks like it's 4K. I don't know, something about it, you gotta enjoy the small things about this, and I love it, to be honest. I am a big fan of the H-135 as well. I've gotten quite some time in that, so I'm a bit of a pilot with the H-135. Though the H-145 is a pretty heavier aircraft. It's slower, it's a little less maneuverable, though it is a lot of fun in the short span of time that I've spent with it. Now, we are here in Cochrane, Alberta, and it is just west located of Calgary, Alberta. Pretty cool place. You're in the middle between the Rockies and the foothills and the city. Anyways, let's get back to topic. We are here in the cockpit of the aircraft, and as you can see, it is a lot different from the H-135. Though the H1, just remember the H-135 is a freeware aircraft, and this one is about $42 from the market, or sorry, not from the marketplace, from the developer website. Cool little thing that I've noticed is that instead of a little tablet, sorry, not a little tablet, but a little monitor that it flips out, you actually get some form of iPad or tablet. I think it's Samsung, maybe. Hopefully, big Android fan. You do click this button, and you do have the option to turn your searchlight on, which you can't really see it at nighttime. It is freaking bright. So let's just get back, flip that back in, tuck it back in, and let's go over the interior. So you do have a lot of more screens, avionics to focus on, and a lot more freedom and customability. One thing is, you got these two screens here. I like to keep this one on map, and here you can find traffic, terrain. Those are inoperable right now. You can go into weather. Check out your stuff, what's going on, your flight plan, PRDC, your nearest airport, and etc. Pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to take you through the full startup because it takes forever, and I'm sure you could find a video of that somewhere else online that they've probably done their research and have gone further more into detail. As of right now, this is just a first impressions video. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's keep going. So you can pretty much like customize all these screens here, so you can change it to any one of these three. Though I like this on my right screen because it's right in front of me. I like my weather, my radar, terrain in the middle, and as of the torque and the engine RPM, etc., I like to keep that on the left side. Just because it's out of the way, I don't really need to focus on that too much because I am not somebody to just go, redline all the gears, equivalent to the H-145. I do respect this aircraft. I do fly it properly as far as I know, but in the H-135 I have gone and done my let's just say I've had quite some time in it, so I can fly that thing quite impressively. I will post a video in the near future of that, so stay tuned. Let's get back into the cockpit here. One thing about the cockpit is that the joysticks look, just look at that. Sad thing about this thing, or sad thing about this aircraft is that I cannot toggle my friend Frank. He is gone. He left me. He probably found another pilot that doesn't do some form of suicidal flight plan. I truly like to fly erratically and do all sorts of evasive maneuvers. Fly low, fly slow, fly fast, you name it. One thing I kind of find interesting, it's not really a big deal but look at this. So I find that so cool because, I mean, in a way, if you want to shut your passengers up or you just don't want to hear about their, you know, their tea time at Starbucks, you can just close that wall there. But let's we're going through the roof here. Cool. But there is about 4 seats in the back there, so you can have up to 4 passengers. I know Star's ambulance here in Alberta uses the same aircraft, but theirs is, you know, obviously a bit of a different aircraft because it's ambulance, so they've switched out these 4 seats for more of a mobile ICU. Though this is a more corporate, luxurious aircraft that you would see, so you got 4 people sitting in the back, probably some important person. Let's just say Dwayne The Rock Johnson sitting back there. So we got some heavy weight to the back. So we added some weight to our aircraft, of course. Wait. Sorry, Dwayne. Didn't mean it that way. You're a nice guy. Anyways. Let's get back here. One thing about startup process is that there are so many freaking steps that you gotta do it a few times to get used to it, to memorize what you gotta do to get this thing started up and stabilized. Though if you're a noob like me, when it comes to, you just want to fly, you just want to have some fun, all you gotta do is toggle this on, so it kind of gives you a little bit of an assist with the torque. Though if you don't, it's, I mean, good on you. You can hit the left rudder and right rudder better than I can. And pretty much you start off, it's got all the warning signs here. You just flick the switch upwards to start, give it about 15 seconds, and hell, it works. Alright, let's go, let's get this thing up in the air and see what I have to say. Now I'm gonna give it some left rudder here, just because I know this aircraft likes to spin to the right just from the engine itself. Now we're just gonna get a little bit of the ground, hover for a bit, show off my hovering skills. Not the greatest, obviously this is a new aircraft, so I'm still getting used to it, but it is a great aircraft, and I'll probably say that more than 10 times. Alright, so we got it lift off here. We're flying, still putting a little left rudder until we get those RPMs up. And then once you do that, you see I am letting go of the left rudder, is still wanting to spin to the right. One thing you notice, if you get high, if you put in a lot of collective, you will want to counter that with the left rudder, and if you lower that collective, so naturally you will have to add in a little bit of right rudder. Cool story, hey? Cool facts. Not really. Anyways. Alright, let's get a little bit of speed here. Let's dive down. Alright, just about up to 100 knots here. We're just passing the Bow River. Or, sorry, should I say, we're just coming up to the Bow River. And, yeah, this thing is smooth. This thing is very smooth, and I appreciate it. I enjoy it lots. Shout out to the devs and everybody who's put in work and, you know, has put this thing out for everyone else to test. Now, it's not a finished product. They're still working on it, and they're still doing updates as, you know, time goes on. So it is a great aircraft, and more is to come. So be patient, young Padawans, because this thing is beautiful. One thing I've noticed about this aircraft is that it does sound a lot different from the H-145. Obviously it's a different aircraft. Obviously it's a payware, so they probably put some more time into it. But still, again, shout out to the H-135 dev team. They're amazing. Thank you for that aircraft. I love it. I don't have any add-on liveries yet, as of, you know, I've only had this thing for a bit. But I will let you know that when you install this aircraft, you will have to install the GTN 750 mod, not from the flightsim.to website, but actually from the link that they provide you and the info they provide you from the site that you download this from. Now that's just to get the two avionics screens that are at the bottom in the middle central what do you call that here? The center thing that you know, would be rubbing against my left knee. Those are spawning in black, and they just got the GTN on it, so you do have to give it some of a bit of an update, aka add-on, to get it working. And that will give you free reign to the to the map, the weather, etc, etc. Took me a while. It took me about an hour. I had to go into a Discord server and ask a bunch of people, so shout out and thank you to those people who helped me out. Now, I did say I was a noob, and I am not the greatest at figuring shit out, but they did their best. They helped me. I got this thing working. Another downside I found about this aircraft, and I have not found out, or have not experienced in any other modded aircraft or payware aircraft, is that you gotta give it a bit of a activation code every 2 hours that you fly it. So you gotta go into your files of the H-145, click on activation application, you throw in your activation code that you get as you purchase it, so you will forever have it, you will never lose it. It's in your files, it's also in your email that you get, and you have to punch it in every 2 hours. So if you exceed that time of 2 hours, you don't actually have to activate it until you end that flight and you start again. Bear with me here, I have a cat on my laps and she is trying to attack my joystick. So if I randomly hit the ground, crash into a house, sorry, it is because my beautiful, wonderful cat. And I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson enjoyed this flight. It's not much, it's not long of a flight, though I will show you one thing here. I'm gonna go in for a hot landing. One thing I love to practice with the H-135 is, hey, look, it's a random spot in the field. Let's pick that and see how quick and smoothly I can land there without crashing the aircraft. Oh, car just went by. Anyways, that is it. Nice smooth landing. Again, this is a $42 aircraft, and it is worth the money. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to see in the near future, I do have future videos of aircraft or helicopter piloting videos, so stay tuned, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.